So not only is the stock market probably getting ready for a bit of a move up, this parabolic move is way too much. Dow Jones, this is the Dow Jones here. That was the Nasdaq as well too. The S&P 500. But also, guys, check out this. This USO chart is looking really, really, really heavy. And also the XLE also as well too. There's so many markets here, guys, that's probably getting ready for a pullback. Now, XLE and the USO are probably going to have a really big drop where I see the stock market having a bit of a drop short term of the next couple of weeks. And that's going to be a bit of a slingshot move to the upside. I want to share exactly why I'm seeing that across the board today to get you ready for what's coming up today. So traders, don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in today's video. Also, make sure you grab access to that trading course, guys. I'm giving away for free. First link in the description there. So let me show you what I do. I just been doing some analysis recently. So I want to share with you what I'm seeing right now and why I'm so excited about this. I am so excited. Are you excited? I'm so excited for this. Why? Because you know when the market goes down, it goes down a lot fast, right? It just goes do. And when that happens, and you're utilizing things like options that increase in volatility and movement and intrinsic value and all that sort of stuff, all that down home country goodness, right? And when you start to see these things setting up quite nicely, like really, 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 really nicely in the markets, you start to watch. And when it triggers, this is where you can start to do like some really, really, really big movement. Because when the market starts to go down, it goes down fast, right? And you really start to accelerate. This is where you can start to do a $10,000 trade, potentially turn it into 40 or 50, a 500% return. You know, one of my best trades utilizing things like options was 1,200% return in a couple of months. That's like doing a $10,000 trade and 2 months later having over 100 grand in your account from that $10,000 trade. And that's the reason why I love setups like this here right now that we're seeing on the XLE, because this is potentially one of those trades. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to do the 1,000% return. No one knows. I'm not saying it's going to do 500% return. But what I'm saying is that when the volatility starts to pick up, you really start to see some really big moves. And like for example, gold, right? Do you know gold? This whole gold move here right now. Do you know when gold broke out, I actually took a trade and I took a trade here. I got in here, right? And then I just wrote it through there. Do you know how much I made through here? Close to 500% return with my options. And then I also had another trade here that was a lot more shorter term trade. But I had two trades here, almost 500% return utilizing options because I got in real early and then I rode the market up. And then my second trade was a smaller trade. The purpose of me saying that to you is that this USO is getting ready for a really big USO. And also the XLE, a really big drop in the markets. And I'm a bit of a hunter for myself, right? A bit of a hunter for myself. And that's one thing I'm always, I've just finished doing a inner circle session for my coaching clients. And man, I'm so excited for them, guys. There are so many amazing setups right now. Of course, that's what I share with my coaching clients, right? Because that's what they pay. That's they invest with me. And they invest they invest really good money with me. So if you're interested in joining that weekly group where I'm with them every single week, sharing and showing you my ideas and what I'm seeing and these particular things, then that link in the description there, guys, you can go apply for it and I'll speak to you real soon. But before I get into the really big drops coming, let's let me share what I'm seeing in the stock market. So one thing I want you to do, if you're really confused about these markets, bring back a blank chart. You see what I'm looking at right now? I'm looking at what? The daily charts on the Dow Jones. You see what I'm looking at right now? What am I doing? I'm bringing back blank charts. Now, unfortunately, a lot of people think you need some stuff on the chart to see what is going on with the markets. I need to see the MACDs and the stochastics. This chart here may look really blank to you, right? It's like, John, there's nothing on the chart. That's the point. The charts, we actually trade the price action, not the indicators. And most indicators are lagging. You know that, right? So doesn't it make sense that we actually get better at reading the chart itself? I think so, right? So anyway, now classes in session. Simple basic analysis is what? If we know that when we start to go, if we know that when the market goes up for a little bit through here, we know there's going to come a point in time when we come down. So if this is going to be back in a full blown bull market, here we go, bull market. Which, by the way, right down here, people are like, "That's it, it's all over." Now my comment section's like, John, you're an idiot. It's not going to pull back. It's going to keep going. I'm just like, you guys crack me up. Down the bottom here, my entire comment section was, John, it's the end of the world. What are you doing, you moron? And I did a video saying greatest buying opportunity. Now I'm saying we're going to get a pullback, and now the comment section is like, John, you're an idiot. It's going to the moon. It's like, you guys are like, anyway, buy when people are fearful, aka down here, and when we start to get a bit of a greed in the markets, Now, what is the greed in the markets? Let me show you this here. A bit of a greed in the markets is what? The fear and greed index. This guy, good old fear and greed index. By the way, guys, headphones. I've bought 2 Sony headphones, and they both cost me $400, over $400 each. And because I sweat a lot at the gym, my last one that I bought, over $400 for Sony headphones, and it lasted me about 2-3 months, and then they blew up. Now I just bought a cheap $100, $150 pair of JP Hi-Fi, and they're working so much better than it's like cheap JP Hi-Fi headphones. Anyway, what headphones do you guys recommend? Let me know. But anyway, we're getting very, very close to this greed level through here, right? Very, very, very close to this greed level. So remember, when people are greedy, start to be fearful. When people are fearful, start to be greedy, right? Flipped upside down. So seeing this through here, we're starting to get that greed sentiment in the markets. So we're probably going to get, and we have been going up for a while. Now remember, a full-blown bull market is what? Higher lows, right? We know that. Uptrend. Now, John, tell me something new. Okay, so if that's the case, an uptrend in what is higher lows? Do you know if this is going to go back into a full-blown bull market, you do know it's going to go up. We need it to come down to what? To create the higher low, because higher lows are bull markets, right? To form the higher low, we have to drop. Oh no, wrong. Too much, right? What do we see through here? Up. We need to what? Drop a little bit to then create the higher low. The drop creates the higher low, and then away we go again, right? Up, drop, higher low, up, drop, up, drop, up, drop, up, drop, up, drop, up, drop. You get the point, right? So, yes, the drop is going to come. Not because of the tariffs or not because of the downgrade, because the market is ready for that. The market is ready for a pullback. Why? Look at the facts of this entire market. Look at this market. What does the market do? The market do what? If the market's going to go back into a full-blown bull market, the market go up, market go down, market go up, market go down, market go up, market down, market. You see what I'm saying here, right? So market going to go down for a little bit here. Get ready for it. But John, market went up today. Stop looking at right now. Okay. Just be ready for it. That's what smart investors do, right? Smart investors do this. That's what I was saying about gold, right? Back here with gold, right? I was saying, what was I saying a month ago with gold? All through here, as this market was rising, here we go. All through here as the market was rising, I was saying, get ready. We're going to get ready for a bit of a stalling period or a bit of a pullback period. And look what's been happening in the last few weeks. People's call options are getting crushed right now. So anyway. So what's happening right now? We're probably going to get a bit of a pullback, right? But you actually want to see that, right? Because if this is going to go to the moon, right? To the moon, right? And by the way, we've actually just made a bit of a double top here, haven't we? Bit of a double top. So if this is going to go to the moon, right? To the moon, up, 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 up. We're probably going to get a bit of a pullback, and then 50% retracement, hold, and then we're probably going to see something like that, right? That's the Dow Jones through there, and the Nasdaq as well too. Look at the Nasdaq parabolic move. Parabolic move to the upside. Guess what's coming? This is a parabolic move, right? We're probably going to get a pretty hard and it may not be now, right? So some of you guys are like, John, but the market went up today. It's an overall picture, right? What's probably going to come over the next couple of weeks? You do know the next couple of weeks, we're going to get a nice, good, deep pullback around the 50% level or so, and then maybe we're going to get some of that, right? We do know that's coming. You know that's coming, right? It's not like, no, the market's not going to do that, John. It's going to keep going up. You're a moron. If you think that, look at the market. This is called reality, not what you think, right? So, by the way, you actually want to see that, right? And then we go to the S&P 500. So, we know, again, this is where guys, understanding them, and as you can see, what am I doing here? Everything is coming from the chart. The better you can read the chart, the better trade you be. I'm talking about the chart, not your indicators. Who cares about indicators? I'm using one simple technique, and that is market flow. Market go up, market probably go down. Market probably go up, market probably go down. If we are going to go into one of these phases here, well, market go down, market go up, lower high, market go down, market go up, lower high, market, right? But for now, market not go down. Market go up. Anyway, onto the USO. So check out this here, right? This is where it gets really, really, really cool. Check this out. So I'm going to bring on now I'm going to bring on one moving average for you guys, right? One moving average. There you go. Does that look better for you guys? Anyway, the purpose of me bringing out the moving average is, look at this here. Look what's happening here. We're just going sideways through here. This is USO, and we have the moving average coming all the way down through to here. What happens if we get that, and then we get something like that? You know what's coming, guys? Look at this here. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Step aside. This is about to get crushed. Step aside. This entire market's going to go. And timber. Guess what I'll be doing when that happens? You better believe. Now, if it does happen, right? If it does happen. And that's the first one there. And then obviously the second one. Check this out. This has already started to form a top. Now, why is the energy sector going up? Oh, look. Market go down. Market go up. Oh, that is now a lower high. And then we now need something like this. Break it down. And then we're probably going to get something like that. Do you know what that means for options, guys, when you start to get something like this? Now, by the way, when I'm talking about something like that, and this is something that I was talking about with my Inner Circle members today, which is how do we identify things that's likely to make a big move? You identify things that's likely to make a big move just after it's not made any move. So look at this here. Absolutely nothing here for many, many years, right? Guess what's coming soon? Same for the gold market. Why was I very, very, very heavily invested in gold and trading gold all through this big first leg through here? Because it did nothing. Look at this here. Nothing. Absolutely nothing, right? Zero sideways. No. And then when we started to break out into a big bull market, this is when I was heavily. Now I'm giving warning signs, right? So same for the XLE. Look what the XLE is doing. XLE is doing what? We have a big, that through there. We have this through here. We've broken down. We're coming down through to here, right? Down through to here, up through here, up, down through there. So I'm telling you right now, guys, step aside because these markets are about to get crushed. Hey traders, just a quick heads up. I'm actually giving away free access to my Mastery Trading course for a limited time. If you go to johnsfreegift.com, or there should be the first link in the description. The fact is that 80 to 90% of the stuff that you learn or you use on these trading platforms is a complete waste of time. And only about 5 to 10% of the stuff that you actually learn and use is going to move the needle in the positive direction for you. And that's over the last 20 years, I've put everything that has helped me move the needle in the positive direction in this here, and I've left everything else out. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now and grab complete free access to this Mastery Trading course.